The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Well, here's the Lord and Master, bringing home the bacon.
Oh, thank you, dear. I left the message with your secretary. I didn't know whether you'd get it. Did you tell the butcher you wanted really nice bacon?
No, dear, I told him I wanted a pound of bacon. You know, I get a kick out of you in a grocery store. Now, I want a dozen really nice, fresh eggs.
Well, I want to make sure. Wipe your feet, dear.
What do you think the man's going to give you, darling? A dozen rotten eggs? I mean, he's in business. He's going to give you the best he has.
Well, I know, but... honestly, that phone has rung steadily the last half hour. People asking the most peculiar questions. Hello? Yes? What do you mean, what am I asking? About what? Who is this? Yes, this is Juniper 4507. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You must have the wrong number. Goodbye.
What's going on?
I don't know. First he said, what am I asking? And I said, asking about what? And then he said, don't you want to tell me over the phone?
Well, do you have a secret admirer that I don't know anything about?
Well, it would be nice. Huh? But if I do, I don't know anything about him either. Well, Betsy's over at the Kendalls.
Oh, you want me to get her?
No, she walks home. It's only half a block. You know, I think sometimes things go wrong with phone circuits or something. Remember that week we nearly went crazy with people calling us and asking us what time the feature started?
Yeah, I remember.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Well, you glance at the paper, dear, and I'll start dinner.
Yeah.
I'll get it. Sit still. It's getting rather interesting.
You know, come to think of it, that may be Charlie Henderson being funny.
No. Hello? What? Could you hold the line a minute, please? Dear, you better get this.
What's the matter?
I think this is more than a practical joke. I think we're the target for some crackpot. Come here. He just said, how many bathrooms do you have?
Yeah, give it here. Look, get your coat on.
What?
If it's some crackpot or worse, you can run next door and call the police and get the call traced.
All right.
I'll try to keep him on the phone.
Oh, dear. All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right.
Hello? Yeah, now just what was it you asked my wife? Oh, we have two. No, we do not have a screened-in porch. May I ask, sir, why you wish to know? Why, no, this house is not for sale. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. Goodbye.
Well, that explains these funny questions, but where would people get the idea our house was for sale?
It's in the paper tonight, he said. Houses for sale.
Well, how could that be?
Well, they printed the wrong number, I suppose. Here, let's see. Here. Houses. Wait a minute. Here, charming
There.
colonial home, ideally situated in quiet residential area, 3 bedrooms, large living room, fireplace, small but delightful dining room.
Well, I certainly wouldn't call our dining room small.
Darling, this isn't our house they're describing.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
right.
Just
Yes,
gives
all
our
right.
phone
Yes,
number,
all right.
Call Juniper. Yeah, see, 4507. Well, it's a typographical error, I suppose. Now, how do you like that?
Oh,
darling.
dear, do you realize we'll go through this all evening? For heaven's sakes, take it off the hook. I just can't stand that thing ringing anymore.
No, I can't. I'm expecting a business call. I have to answer it. Hello? No, we do not have a 2-car garage. Look, the truth is our house is not for sale. The phone number in the paper was a typographical error. No, but we are not showing the house. No, my good, it is not for sale. No, we do not have an offer.
Oh, just hang up.
The house is not for sale. I'm sorry.
That was the 29th phone call.
Really?
I kept track. I've got a splitting headache. What's the matter with these people? You tell them it's not for sale, they go right on asking about this and about that.
Oh.
What?
Hey,
What?
that new industrial chemical company that opened up last week.
Oh, that beautiful new building out
Yeah.
near
By
the tennis club.
Yeah, it seems to me I read they expected to have about 400 employees. I suppose these guys that come to town are all looking for a house so they can bring on their wives and children.
Oh, I suppose.
Boy, this guy sounds desperate.
Oh, it's a shame.
Wonder how much we could get for this place. You know, we've often thought of selling.
I haven't thought of selling. What's the matter with you? We finally got the place just the way we like it.
Oh, no, we haven't. We've always said someday we'd like to build.
Someday.
All right. Why not
Someday.
now? Look, this
No.
may be a good time to sell. We'd get the original investment out of it and the repairs that we put into it.
Look here, we
maybe.
just got new draperies for the living room. I finally have every room just the way I hoped when we bought this house. We have wall-to-wall carpeting in here that wouldn't fit another house. We put in a stone patio last summer with an outdoor grill. Our rock garden's beginning to look like something besides a stone quarry. And it's taken me 3 years to get the asparagus going.
Look, I was just thinking out loud.
Well, you turn your thinking cap inside out, because after all the work I put in on that asparagus bed, I'm certainly not going to hand it over to someone else.
You mean you'd let that asparagus patch stand in the way of selling the house if we had a chance?
Fresh, homegrown asparagus is one of the things that really just means home to me. I love it. And the soil isn't good around here for it. The nurseryman said he didn't know how I did it. I put in every stalk by hand, then I put in fertilizer.
All right.
Forget
Forget it. Now, look, you have always wanted a downstairs bathroom, right? You're
Yes.
crazy about flowers. Honey, if we build a house, maybe you could have a flower room or even
What?
a very small but adequate greenhouse.
Greenhouse?
Why not?
Well, only estates have greenhouses,
Well, I
dear.
don't mean a great big greenhouse, but you can get them, now without costing a small fortune, and we could cut down on something else so that you could have that, just big enough to keep your vines and your bulbs through the winter,
A
you
little
know.
lean-to,
Yeah, the
Tiger.
way you've
I
always
bet I
wanted.
could get my geraniums to bloom in the wintertime. Do you think
Certainly,
I could?
sure,
Not only
geraniums.
that, but my iris bulbs. I could
Iris bulbs?
Well, we're not going to sell. Here we are expecting another baby and all that expense. What are you thinking of,
We have
dear,
had
really?
29 calls this evening. That is fantastic. It really is. Means the market is hot right now. People want houses in this town anyhow.
Well, just
Look,
the same.
we bought this old place. Sure, we got a bargain, and you loved all the charm it had, but it also had a very charming plumbing system and a very charming leaking roof and some very charming termites.
Well, we fixed everything, and I'm not going to move. We decided we'd stay here until Betsy was in high school and then perhaps build a house when she was old enough to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Then we can get new furniture. Children will be past the age when they scratch it and jump on it. We decided all that.
Yeah, I know.
Mommy!
Oh, did you get undressed?
Yes, I got my nightie on.
All right, I'll come right up and read you a story, dear.
Huh?
Now, look, I love this house, and we finally got it just the way I want. It's so charming and quaint and just darling,
I know all
it
that,
is.
but we don't want to miss the chance of getting our money out of it either. Now, don't forget, not everybody these days wants an old house that's charming and quaint and just darling.
Mommy?
Yeah, I'm coming, dear, I'm coming. If I were you, I'd take that thing off the hook, dear. Well, hello, honey.
Hello.
Hello, sweetie.
No.
Did you
I'm
pick
very
out a book
sorry.
that
There's
you want
been a
Mommy to
mistake.
read to you, huh?
Stuart Little.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
Of course, I don't think you need to get the book. I think Mommy knows it by heart.
No, I'm sorry.
Here it
It
is.
was a
Stuart
mistake.
Little. All right, come on.
Look-
Come on, cuddle up to me.
I love you, Mommy.
Oh, I love you
No,
too,
please,
darling. I really do. Now, listen, before I start reading, I think maybe you ought to run down and kiss
Oh.
Daddy goodnight. Then I can tuck
Yes.
you into bed and then read to you. How would you like
Yes.
that, huh?
All right, Mommy. Daddy!
All right, come on now. Careful now. Don't trip on your nightie going down
Daddy!
the stairs.
No, we hadn't thought
Daddy,
of selling it
Daddy.
all, really, but if you'd like to just look at the house.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I understand, and I sympathize with your problem, believe me.
I am not going to move. What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Move?
Yes,
Are we moving? I don't want to move, Mommy.
Fine, we'll be home all evening. All right, goodbye.
Are you showing somebody the house?
Daddy, I don't want to move, Mommy.
Now, just a second, Betsy.
Could I take my dollhouse and my books and my crayons and my...
Yeah, we're not moving. Now, stop worrying. But if we ever did, yes, all your things go with you. They're yours and you'd have them. Stop. Why are you showing somebody the house?
You know who that fella is? The son of the owner of the Clayton Industrial Chemical Company. He suddenly got transferred to this new plant. Look, he's got a wife and 4 kids arriving Monday. He's desperate to find a house.
Well, why are you showing him our house?
Well, he's desperate to find a house, but he wanted to be honest with me. He won't spend more than $30,000.
30,000?
$30,000.
Well, he's not going to offer you that for this house.
Well,
dear.
I
You
said he
can
could
make
look
that-
at it.
Well, I can see the dollar signs in your eyes, but no man in his right mind would pay that for this. Why, look what we paid compared to 30,000. Everybody thought we were crazy, which we were. If we'd known the repairs that were necessary. And
Well, look, we
and
made them, and now the house should be worth much more.
Not that much more. We didn't put in gold plumbing.
Look, all he's going to do is look at the house, for heaven's sake. He's coming right out.
Well,
so...
that's all he's going to do is look, because we are not going to sell.
put in all new plumbing. We put on a new roof, and of course we painted, papered. We did quite a bit to fix the old place up, but it's in excellent condition now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's my wife. This is Mr. Clayton, dear.
How do you do?
Well, I've certainly been admiring your home.
Thank you. I couldn't even think of selling it, of course.
Well, what she means is...
I mean, dear, I don't want to sell it.
Well, I don't blame you. This house and what you've done to it is absolutely enchanting. It really is. It's beautiful. You know what I like about it? The minute you walk in the door, you feel right at home. It's warm and inviting and comfortable. Charming. Gracious. To be honest with you, it's one of the loveliest homes I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
We love it. There's nothing very elegant about it.
Oh, I don't know. To me, it has a rather elegant simplicity. You were lucky. By gosh, it's hard to find a decorator that...
Oh, we didn't have a decorator.
No.
You didn't do this yourself.
Oh, I'm afraid so. I don't know how well I did, but...
Well, this place should be photographed for one of those Home Beautiful magazines or whatever they
Oh,
are.
I don't know. Of course, you should see the place in the spring. There's this beautiful wisteria all over the grape arbor. We have 12 lilac bushes, daffodils and hyacinths and iris and bright red rambler roses just rambling all over the place.
All over the place. I'd really forgotten how lovely this place is in the spring. Really, you know, when the apple trees are in blossom and the azaleas and the peonies.
Stop, please. Remember, I don't even have a roof over my head.
Yes, he goes, well, I'm awful sorry we can't help you, but I guess we would be pretty unhappy to give up this place. You're right. You know, it really is kind of a warm, comfortable house.
Well, of course, we hope to build someday.
Oh, well, there's no rush about that, dear, as you yourself
No, but
said.
I was just thinking of what Mr. Clayton said about the decorating, and I did have such fun doing it.
Fun. We had quite a mess for a whale of a long time.
Oh, but it is fun to plan, and with a new house, we'd really be starting from scratch. I wouldn't have to work around something that was already done and couldn't be changed.
Now, look here, we can't afford to build now, for Pete's sake.
May I say something?
Yes.
I'll be very frank with you. I've been looking for one solid month for a house that my wife would like. She's rather fussy. This is the kind of thing that she'll be crazy about, and it's the only house I've seen she'd even consider living in. There are not many places available in this town.
Well, I'm aware of that, Mr. Clayton.
I'll give you $25,000 for this place.
20...
My husband said you'd go as high as $30,000 if you found what you wanted.
Oh, no. We are not selling. I've thought it over.
Now, I know quite a bit about houses. This house is not worth $30,000. In beauty, yes, but construction, no. In fact, $25,000, in my opinion, is a very generous offer.
Well, why don't we compromise? What do you think, dear, about $27,500?
I don't think anything of it. We are not selling. I don't understand you at all. You said yourself.
Well, you put the idea of building into my head, and now I think it's a good one.
No. I'm thinking it over. I just can't face all that mess.
All right, $27,500, and that's it.
What do you say, dear?
Well,
dear?
I don't know. It's all so sudden. I can't even... Just let me think about it, would you? No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, I've got to know quickly. My wife and the children were arriving Monday. If we can conclude a deal, I can perhaps put off their arrival another couple of weeks so you can make plans to vacate.
Now, there, you see, where would we go? It takes months to build a house.
We might work something out, dear. Now, let's at least talk about it. We'd be silly not to. Now, let me get us all some coffee. It won't take me a minute, Mr. Clayton.
Mr. Clayton, I want to be honest and frank with you, too. Your offer is more than generous. It would give us quite a handsome profit, tell the truth. And in fairness, I don't feel I can take advantage of your desperate circumstances. Besides, I like this place, and...
Does it matter what you think?
I beg your pardon?
Well, if your wife is anything like mine, and she seems to be, she may have already made up our minds.
Yeah. Oh, boy, when I think of what's ahead of us. Blueprints, contractors, carpenters, electricians...
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce, with Francie Myers as Betsy and Carl Frank as Mr. Clayton. And it is produced by Walter Hart. This is Stuart Metz, inviting you to listen again tomorrow to The Couple Next Door.